Hey guys, Jeff with Kayak Contemplations. Got a new word for you today. Today we're going to talk about the word Zanshin. Zanshin is one of the more esoteric terms that exist in the martial arts world, specifically the Japanese martial arts world. But Zanshin has a very unique meaning, right? So the rough translation is remaining mind. And when you think about that, it's like, well, what in the world does that mean, remaining mind? In the martial arts world, we are working with students and we want them to maintain their focus through the technique, even after the technique is completed. Because the tendency is that students will get to the point of completion, but they won't have any follow-through. The example that I give to most of my students is, if you think about the first Lord of the Rings, and they're going down into that underground cavern and the old kingdom of the dwarves, and you got Gandalf, and he's fighting Balrog at the very bottom of on this giant step at the bottom of this cavern and all that kind of mess, and they're fighting on this bridge. And in the battle, Gandalf beats him. He's done. He's toast. And then Gandalf turns and looks to his friends. Instead of having remaining mind and focusing on exactly what was going on with the battle, he turned and lost his focus. And when he lost his focus, of course, he got caught with the whip and pulled down into the pits himself. So it was a kind of a classic illustration of having remaining mind from a self-defense point of view or from a martial arts point of view. But how does that correlate in everyday life? Through my years in being involved in martial arts or being involved in business or whether that be the commercial sector or the nonprofit sector, one of the things that has always struck me is that humans innately just do enough. Turning things in that is just enough to get by, as opposed to taking the time to go through, review the work prior to finally completing it. So many times in our life we put our energy towards something, and we halfway put our energy towards something. And to me, that's a complete waste of our time. If I look at it this way, if I've got to mow the yard, right? And to mow the yard and do it right takes me an hour and a half. I mean, that's weed eating, that's blowing the driveway and the sidewalk afterwards. I mean, doing a good, clean job on it. Or I could take 45 minutes and just cut the yard real quick and dirty, and get it done and out of the way. Which one are you going to choose? I mean, now certainly if I have the opportunity to come out fishing, I mean, yeah, it's going to be real hard to choose doing it the correct way. But the fact of the matter is, if I do it the halfway, I've just wasted that time. It's not benefiting me in its entirety, and all it did was rob me of that time. So I encourage folks, students and others, that when you put your mind to do something, really put your mind to complete it. Don't do it partially. Don't dabble in it. Really put yourself into it and complete whatever that task is. I mean, you wouldn't want mom, for example, cooking a dinner and just halfway cooking the dinner. I mean, imagine that, cutting into the Christmas turkey or Thanksgiving turkey, and it's raw in the center because it was only half cooked. That wouldn't be very good. We wouldn't care for that. So if we expect mom to do it completely, then don't you think we should do things completely as well? And again, I'll be the first to admit I fall short on this all the time. But I know that if I strive towards that, it's going to make my life better, and it's going to give me more time to do the things that I really love. So again, the phrase today is Zanshin, remaining mind. What I want you to focus on is when you put yourself to a task, don't just do it until the task is done. Take time, step away from it, review it, make sure it's really done right, done to your standards of quality, done to your standards of reputation. And then if it meets all those expectations, then of course you're done. But you've had remaining mind.